Hey guys, wanted to go live for a little bit. Not sure how long I am gonna be live. Depends on how many people are here. I might go 30 minutes. Um I might go longer. It just all depends on if there's anybody willing and able to participate. Gonna give people a few minutes. Gonna share this out. Okay, that one's there. Hmm. I have definitely missed everybody. I've been all over the place. Today's been kind of laid back. Didn't get to do a D live like I wanted to earlier. So that is postponed till tomorrow. And because of the weather, I hadn't been able to go out and film anymore. So, yeah. Hope everybody's having a good day. Just kind of sitting back, chilling, like just I visited people today on their lives, trying to be supportive and whatnot, and yeah. Hey, Canadian Witches, it's good to see you. How have you been? I hadn't heard from you in a while. But there. Gonna go ahead and share this too. If anybody like to come up, more than welcome to. I always enjoy having people come up on my streams and talking on panels and stuff. I always have. Dealing with a lot of. I'm sorry to hear that, Canadian. Um, I really hope the pain eases off and you can feel a little bit better, especially. I know sometimes pain will be hard to get rid of. I had a headache before for like 3 or 4 days. Um, Today it's finally eased off, but I'm still having a little bit of problems, a little bit of issues. So yeah. Here lately, I've been getting to where I'm doing a lot of lives. Hey, Irish Whiskey, I'm going to put this back in the chat again. If you'd like to come up, more than welcome to. Um, But yeah, just been lately, I've just been really busy. I've wanted to do videos. It's just the fact of I need to, the footage that I had on my old computer, I'm in the middle of working on transferring it to this computer, which is my laptop. I know the quality is not that great. It's very good to see you, Irish. I'm really happy you're here. Um, Even if it's to stop by and say hello, I'm very thankful for everybody that does come in and watch my content. Hey, Midnight Paranormal, it's good to see you. How are you doing? I know, yeah, Canadian Witches, being busy is a good thing. Trying to do, I've got so many ideas and not enough what funds, not enough gumption, motivation, I guess, um, to get everything I want to accomplish done. So it's taken me a little bit of time. Hi, Chris, the fam. Hi, Julie. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well, Julie. I hope everybody's doing well in here. Um, it's just been one of them times. Oh no, Irish. That's not good. Hi, Anna. It's good to see you. It seems like last year was a really hard time for a lot of people, but I'm still it's early on in this year, so I know things have really gotten where it's kind of hard. They're transitioning into this year, and I'm still positive in my mind that this year is going to be a good year for a lot of people. Hi, Cody. How are you doing? It's good to see you. I'm so glad that you came in. Anybody having a hard time? Um, Not very good news. I definitely am praying for you guys. Um, Irish, I had stopped praying for you since you mentioned that you've had things to deal with, and sorry about my clock going off. Can't help that. Hi, honey bugs. Good to see you. I'm still in that mindset. Yeah, we might have some bad news happen, but overall, this year should be a good year for a lot of people. That's my biggest thing I'm looking to. I'm hoping and praying for. Um so how's everybody in the chat? It's good to see everybody. Hadn't seen everybody in a while. I know I tried going live last night and not many people showed up, which is fine. There was a lot of people that were going live or had been in lives a lot, so I totally understand that. Um I did a wing talk and I'm contemplating whether I should put it private, put it unlisted. Um, because I think I did get my point across to some people, and I'm hoping it's the way I look at it. Everything is a lesson at one point or another. Good things happen, bad things happen. People make weird choices, bad choices, um, good choices. And, I'm kind of one of them people that I want to put my opinion out there, but and like I said, it's not attacking anybody in particular. It's just that was one example of where there's two sides to every story, and that's why I named it the title that way. Thank you, Canadian Witches. Um, oh, that's cool, Irish. I understand. Um, people's got things they got to do, and I know with me on YouTube side of things, it's getting to the point where I've decided night times or for YouTube and my subscribers during the day, I'm gonna try to do D lives. I'm gonna do a lot more as much as I can with what I've got on that platform and this platform, to bring y'all the best content I can bring. On the D live side of things, I feel like it's more laid back, chill, you know, like I can chill here. But over there, it's more generalized. Over here, it's more specific, geared towards things that I'm interested in, and not just general stuff. There are things that I'm very interested in that I cannot do here because of policies and whatnot, which is fine, And a really good thing, I know I said it on Twitter, but I'm also getting working towards getting my first payout from D Live. Yes, sir. I did get monetized there. I got everything set up for it. And my first payout, I just got it set up for that. And it's not like I'm gonna take the money and just spend it on things that are not useful. What I'm gonna plan on doing is saving that up to go towards helping me find a way to get transportation for myself. So maybe I can find a job and be able to be a little more self sufficient for myself and not have to worry about getting chewed out from my parents if I need something or um, relying on other people. I want to be a little more independent. And for me, doing both platforms, I believe it's going to help me. I'm still working on hours here, so I know I'm not going to get that much funds to get saved back, but at least it's something rather than nothing. How I look at it. And hi, Jim from Eddie and Jen. It's good to see you. And thank you, Julie. I know a lot of people, I've gotten backlash for it. I know a lot of people seen it. There's a lot of thumbs down on it, actually. But it takes courage to stand up for not only what you feel is right, but also for your friends and what they also go through. It does take a lot of courage. And I was, to be honest, I was nervous about talking about it. But in the end, I felt like it was the best thing, and things were needed to be said. Um, I probably didn't need to go for a whole hour talking about it, but I felt the need to explain as best I could on both sides of the spectrum. And what I felt, I try to keep my opinion to the last because that's kind of one of those things when you're doing a story, an opinion piece, you need to have both sides of it as best as you can before coming to any kind of conclusion. Standing up for your family, that's how I look at it. Hi, Nancy Jones. It is good to see you. Anybody want to come up, you're more than welcome to. You don't have to, but that's just, you know, that's there if y'all like to come up for sure. And I am on my laptop and I got my laptop in my lap and it is going to be a little shaky. I'm sorry. But I don't and I am going to say this here, like I put in my description of my wing talk, once I say something and I state something in a video with something like wing talk, you can come at me all day with questions and wanting me to provide answers. Once I do a wing talk, I'm done with it. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to talk. I don't want to talk shit about it. I'm not going to add to my opinion that I've already put out there. So once it's out there on the wing talk, it's out there. Don't read into more than what you think it is, and don't be assuming shit either. And a lot of people say that the ones that assume or look at themselves like that was part of it, which in particular, I just used one example, you know, and I hope and pray that as far as lessons learned, to understand, there's always going to be two sides to every story that is being told. Whether somebody is confused as to how or what was said, or took things out of context, or just plain out said something that may have not been said. So it's to me it's just really, to me that message was really more important than the actual what was going on. And like I did say, before, when it comes to trying to start a fundraiser, whether it be for yourself or for others, always keep the line of communication open with those that are trying to share it out for you, because you're um because the people that are donating, they want to make sure things are okay. They want to check on your status, not necessarily, oh, did you use this for something else other than what was it meant for, or whatever, because 99% of the time they're just asking because they want to make sure that it helped that person or group of people that it was needed for, not trying to get busy and nosy in other people's business. So you guys please also keep that in mind. um And I am sorry that you can't physically talk right now. I appreciate you being here, Nancy, and I do love you to death. Exactly, Nancy. To me, being open as you can is key to um being able to, you know, and I understand if there is like hangups and stuff, if there's progress that can't be made at that time. Somebody asks a question you're not ready to answer, just be honest with them. You know, just be honest and don't shut people out. I will look at it. Hi, Dave Larson. It's good to see you. Hi, beautiful country girl. It's just been one of them times in this, I believe, this past series of storms that I've been having in this area. Um, I'm hoping that I don't get headaches based on weather either, because I had a headache for like 3 or 4 days, and it was kind of like it was over the weekend on into the beginning of this week, and it finally started easing up, and it just so happened to start having storms really today. And that kind of made me question, maybe the weather could have caused it. My mom started having headaches as well, and she gets that way when the weather gets weird. Okay, Canadian Witches. I'll be looking for that. And that's part of the reason why I hadn't been able to do a lot of filming, which I plan on doing a lot of filming here whenever the weather gets better. I'm not gonna go trudging through the mud, looking all dirty and get my new shoes all messed up. Shoes that I had last has really worn down. The soles of them are really thin. You can feel the bumps on the ground, and you can definitely, when you get in a puddle of water, you tend to get your socks wet too. And I hate wet socks. Not to mention how bad your feet will end up smelling. Ugh, I don't like that. So I've been holding off on doing the exercises. That's part of the, and me having the headache I had was part of the reason why I didn't um exercise as well. I felt like it would have been unsafe if I started walking. It felt bad, need to sit down, you know. So I hadn't really been exercising like I'm supposed to, and I'm probably going to get chewed out by a few people. One of my goals for this year is to lose weight, and I'm wanting to lose a good bit of weight, over 50 pounds worth of weight. By the end of the year, I want to see how much weight I've lost since the beginning of this year. And because I have nothing really else to do other than my YouTube and my DLive, I'm planning on using a lot more time to exercise and build strength and be able to endure a little bit better than I have been. Cut back smoking a little bit. Not quit, just cut back. And I'm so glad that it's helping you out, Jen. And I'm stubborn enough, if I really set my mind to it and not stop being motivated to do it, I'll probably end up doing better than I think. Exactly. Weight loss is a journey, not a sprint. I know and I'm going to document everything. That's a new series that I'm going to do. It's going to be a weight loss journey, type of vlog style. And this is going to be interesting. You might see some really funny clips. You might see some really, me being in a bitchy mood. And you might end up seeing me kind of doing a little of both, being funny and bitchy at the same time. Okay, Midnight. And hello, Miss Deb. It is good to see you. And the reason why I have not been live like on my cell phone and such is because I've not had anywhere that I've been able to go with my family or with anybody. So it's kind of a tough situation. Once I can get out, if I'm able to, I will go live. you like bitchy. Um, I know I can be. I know I've probably misplaced some of my bitchiness on things that shouldn't matter. And for me personally, sometimes if I am that way, I don't mean to be outright rude and seem mean, but there are times I've rubbed people the wrong way. Oh, hello.
Hey,
How are you doing?
good. What are you doing?
Nothing much other than doing the live stream. I had been
Is
on
that your gaming chair?
Yes, it is. Let me see if I can get out of the. Well, it disappeared.
Let me see. Is it? Oh, a gaming chair is on the way.
Let's see.
Are you
Hello?
a gamer?
Not exactly. Please excuse the mess, but it's a.
Casino.
Yep.
I got one too.
And this computer chair
So,
is very, very comfy.
Sup, Midnight?
I did not.
Sup,
what's
bro?
up, guys?
What are you doing here?
Okay, I think I got an open window someplace.
Fallen Angel, you watch Tom and Jerry?
I used to.
As a
It's been a while.
You watched the final episode?
Unfortunately, I hadn't.
Uh, you watched The Lion King?
Not the new one. I've
I'm pretty
watched the
good,
old
man. I'm
one.
just trying to figure something out here.
Okay, Midnight.
Okay, Midnight. Mufasa's dead. That's the saddest Lion King ever.
Yeah.
And Toy Story 4 was sad?
I have no idea. I hadn't seen that one either.
You saw Toy Story 3?
Mm-hmm.
That was sad.
Yeah.
And the fourth one's sad too. You watch Shrek?
Oh, I used to love Shrek.
You watch Shrek 4?
Nope.
You watch Ice Age?
I loved Ice Age.
Hey, guys.
With Ray Romano, the Manny?
Yeah.
And Sid is John Leguizamo. Dennis Leary is Diego.
Oh, cool.
Dennis Fleury, yeah.
And Nancy Cartwright is Bart Simpson.
Oh, cool.
You watch Bob's Burgers.
Actually, I haven't.
Bob's Burgers on Fox.
Yeah, I may need to try to catch a couple of them shows.
Why is your chair leaning?
My chair is not leaning. I've set my computer down on the table, and I'm hoping I don't knock the thing over, and then I'll be in trouble with Ghost Dog. Ghost Dog actually got me the computer as a present.
How's your parents?
They're doing good.
Where's your grandparents?
They're all. I've got one that is living in Georgia, and the rest of them have passed away.
Your grandfather?
Yeah, I got a grandfather.
How old is your grandma?
Hey, guys.
Hey, Midnight Paranormal, how are you?
I'm doing good. Are you guys getting feedback? I'm getting feedback like real bad.
If you're on the YouTube and the Zoom, you need to mute the YouTube.
Hey, Fallen Angel,
Yes.
All right.
how old is your grandma?
How am I going to do this?
My grandmother's passed.
Your grandparents passed?
Yeah, except I have one grandfather that's still alive, and he lives in Georgia.
Your grandfather's alive? Your grandma
I'll be right
died?
back, you guys. I want to make sure that all my other things are closed.
Okay, Midnight Paranormal. I appreciate you coming up. I'm gonna be waiting on that.
Hey, Fallen Angel, how old is your grandma?
My grandma passed away when she was 82, I think.
How did she die?
She had a seizure, and couldn't be revived.
Do you have aunts?
Yep, I sure do.
How many aunts you have?
Oh Lordy, you had to ask me that question. I got quite a few.
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6. I think 6 or 7 aunts.
How many? You got a lot of uncles?
Yep.
How your parents are asleep?
Yeah, they sure are.
You got one dogs.
And I got one dog, several cats. I can't even count the cats. They're they're all over the place.
They're meowing. How's Ghost Dog?
He's doing good. He was up on somebody else's live stream earlier. I don't know if he still is or not.
Ghost Dog is funny
He is.
with that dancing.
Yep.
That was great. It was funny.
Yep, sure
Man,
was.
man, you should watch. You're gonna watch this. Okay, I gotta go. Good night.
All right, good night. I love it when he comes up. He brightens my day up. Hi, Andre. Hi, Melissa. 3 Vlogs. Good to see you. Hi, Pearly May. How is everybody's night going? I figured I'd do a little chit chat while I still had the opportunity to. If anybody would like to come up here, just let me know and I will get you the link to come up. Much love to everybody in the chat. You guys, it brightens my day knowing that you guys are here interacting with me. And able to, just chill back, relax, and talk. For me personally, everybody's has a right to their opinion. It's just the way you go about explaining your opinion that is what makes or breaks things with other people. Yes, tomorrow is Friday, guys. I wonder how tomorrow's gonna be. Today was really bad about weather. The weather was really harsh today. I was going to go live on DLive, but I was unable to due to the storms that were happening. Hi, Patrick Mayer. It's okay if you can't stay too long, but I appreciate you coming in. I really do. And Wolves, Scony, Scrub, it is good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much for stopping in. Over on DLive, I plan on doing some spirit box sessions like I do over here. I'm starting to think Wing Talks are probably going to be better over here on YouTube, but a lot of other things, some things that I leave out on my YouTube live streams, the different series that I do, I will actually talk about over there on DLive. So to me, this is just, I'm not going to leave YouTube. I know some people have said I'm leaving because of the fact I have DLive. That is not the case. I am doing this as a way of branching out and also spreading my wings a little bit. Like I said, you never know what's out there until you spread your wings and fly. This is just adding to what I already do. And I'm not going to go anywhere. You're going to see me start putting videos up real soon. Probably by this weekend, I'll start putting up some videos with the footage coming from my GoPro. And thank you, Andre. I appreciate that. I'm not sure what is going on, Wolves. But again, I do appreciate she's coming in, saying hello. Midnight Madness usually is the way for everybody to. What's DLive? DLive is a platform that is geared toward people doing live streams. DLive is now, granted, I have trouble myself with it because it does take a lot of bandwidth, probably a little bit worse than YouTube does. But DLive is a place where you can earn points, earn rewards, in the form of a lemon. You can interact with your favorite streamers. You can donate the lemons to them. They do drawings, they do giveaways of lemons. And the more lemons you get, the higher shout outs you get from streamers. You get, if you get enough lemons, you can actually get yourself set up where you can get a payout from DLive. Everybody that signs up with DLive to even interact in the platform has a channel that they can stream on, that they can do certain things. You can get a payout after you do a certain amount of live streams. I think it's like 3 days worth of live streams, and it has to be maybe about 8 hours, one of the two. And you fill everything out you got to fill out, and you're supposed to be able to get a payout from the lemons you accumulate. The more lemons you get, the bigger the payout can be. Yes, Nancy, YouTube does require a lot to get monetized on here, which, if you're serious about getting monetized, that's where working hard and dedicating yourself to doing and getting comfortable doing videos or streaming or both. That's where that falls into play. You have to have so many hours on your channel of people watching your videos in order to get the get a chance to get monetized. You definitely can play music on DLive. The bad part about DLive is every single live stream that you do, you've got 3 days of it being on your platform. After that, it gets deleted off the system. It's I think that's where part of the catch is about doing music on there. Everybody does have to verify their email addresses there, so they're now, granted, there are trolls there. They're just not as they're a lot far and few between trolls there. You it's basically the same. You can X out certain words on your streams to where it automatically kicks out the comments. You can mute people, you can time them out, you can block them off the it's almost to that effect. It's almost like YouTube. But it's, to me, it just adds on to what I already do here. And so there are going to be some differences, but they're going to be essentially the same. But I am happy to say that I am actually getting, and I'm actually getting my first payout here very soon from DLive. And with that, it makes me feel good because I've actually worked hard towards getting something accomplished finally. I feel like I have somewhat of a job, something that I'm actually getting something back, and I'm saving the money for things for my platforms, my YouTube and my DLive. I eventually want to make it to where I can actually try and attempt to get a car and save it up. So that way I can have transportation. I'm able to get out and travel if I have to. I mean, there's so much that I want to do, and I'm just very, very limited to what I can do right now. And hi, Jay Mud Mowers, good to see you. And those that find it hard to actually work with YouTube lives, try out DLive. You might not get a whole lot of people in the beginning when you're just starting out, but the more that people know about it, the better chance you'll start growing on that channel. And I am at the point where I'm trying to get a status of affiliate, which means I'm going to be able to get people to use Lemons to subscribe to me, to have people, for me to be able to host other people. And when you host other people on there, the watch time and all that goes towards the person that you're hosting. So in a sense, being an affiliate, you get to help other people out doing that. And the very biggest thing is in the community that I've been feeling included in on DLive actually has moved a lot of their streams from YouTube over there because they were tired of the trolling and tired of feeling like there is not enough support for the creators and protection for creators when it comes to the trolling aspect of it. And I appreciate that, Melissa. I mean, it feels good to be able to say that because I know I've worked for the last almost 2 years trying to figure ways out to try to work without having to leave my house because I have no other transportation to get back and forth to work. Oh Lordy, it's bad out there, ain't it, honey bubs? And Pearly May, that might help you if you're kind of funny about being on camera. The thing is, like, you'll have me automatically on there, and you know how I can get when I'm very protective over when I'm very protective of my friends. You're gonna have me. Ghost Dog is usually a big supporter over there. COPPA law is not necessarily in there. It's from what I understand, the COPPA law is not right now affecting DLive. It doesn't have the restrictions similar to that of YouTube when it comes to that. I hope you have a good night, Andre. But there's just so many good opportunities on DLive, and people climb the ladder on DLive. There's affiliate, then there's like partners, verified partners, they call them VPs, and eventually there's like global partners. So there is a ladder that you can climb to get all kinds of benefits from doing streaming and accumulating followers and doing your streams, however many hours for so many days out of the month and whatnot to keep those statuses. But for me, I like it there. It's not within an unreasonable goal to do the same things that DLive asks. Very self-conscious of your speech, etc. Now, Pearly May, I am medically tongue-tied, and I grew up having a speech problem. Yes, Canadian Witches, you're right. The goals are reachable. They're easy to understand. Over here, you would think, watch hours would be just watch hours. Anybody that watches it, it gets counted for. Not if it's unlisted or private. Those are, even age restricted. So a lot of them, they don't count on the watch hours. But I have a speech problem, and when I get really tired, I seem to slur my words. It's because my tongue has to work that much harder when I'm talking to think about what I'm saying. And it's really hard for me to talk sometimes. And sometimes I might say the wrong thing. I might mispronounce something. But for the most part, it took me a long time, especially as a kid growing up. I was always treated differently because I couldn't speak exactly the way everybody else could speak. And I do apologize, Patrick, that you can't get on DLive. I know there's quite a few people that have a problem with it. A lot of times, either the chat will work or the video will work. Neither one will work at the same time. And then there's times that it'll work just fine. So, okay. Miss Melissa, having a question? I do very well. Nancy, you're very brave too. You've done a lot as far as live streaming and panels and such. Melissa, they do have a website. And they do have an app as well. Now, the app on my phone, I guess because of the internet problem here, does not necessarily work. My computer, when you go on the website, it's it's a lot easier, but it does have to me it uses up a lot of bandwidth. But I'm gonna, for example, I'm gonna go ahead and put in the chat my DLive account. This is my homepage for DLive. If you click on it and it will ask you to get the app, it should automatically bring you to their store or the app store to download the app for your phone. Okay, that's fine, Midnight Paranormal. And if the app does not work for some strange reason, it doesn't want to work, you can always click that link on a computer and it will bring up it definitely will bring it up on a web browser. There's a lot of things you cannot do on the app that you can on the computer. And with streaming, you can use certain apps like a Zoom You can use that, that's on the computer, or you can even use, I believe it's Streamlabs. You can connect Streamlabs to your DLive and be able to live stream from there. And yes, Omar and James do have DLive as well. I'm not sure if they actually, how much they actually use it, but they do have it. I still have them on my DLive following list, but I haven't seen them go live stream over there in a while. And you can sign in using your YouTube information. It will bring up the account, ask you to put in your password, and that's a good way to be verified to be able to get let in. That's awesome, Melissa, and I would love to be able to see you over there as well. Like, even in chats and stuff, the more that you do interact, and even if you guys share out like the links for the people that are live, if somebody clicks on those links, there's a little share button and it gives you all the types of things, but it also has a referral and it's got you tagged in it if you're signed in. What it ends up doing is whoever clicks on the link wherever you shared it to, I think they get at least a lemon, and then you turn around whoever's link, you put up, you actually get a lemon and the other person gets lemons. So there's all three of you guys earn a lemon for one person sharing. That's the secret to doing some of this, grabbing up lemons and stuff. You can pay for lemons to be able to support other people, but you can earn your lemons too, sitting and watching streams and interacting in them. The streamers open chests that have a bunch of lemons in there to give away, and being able to have those links set on your social media so you actually reap a little benefit from just sharing it out. There's so many different categories in DLive. Pretty much any live stream period is good on DLive. But the thing is, you got to keep it relatively clean. You got to keep it from, you can age restrict it if you have to, but they want you to try to keep it as like PG-13 as possible. Sometimes that doesn't always work out that way, but everybody over there is really can be supportive. The people that are real and not trolling, they can be very, very supportive. It's just a lot of people are not able to do a lot of things on DLive, like Patrick having a hard time getting even into DLive itself, signing up. And Patrick, what you may end up having to do is just sign in with your email address. Much love to you, Jen. I appreciate you stopping by and being here with me. It's been pretty cool. Lemons are old. And one thing about DLive, you get stickers. You can grab stickers from different chats. You see stickers posted, you can actually add that to your library of stickers. You can actually ban stickers if they're bad enough, if that makes any sense. Over there, you don't get a wrench, you get what they have as axe. Those are moderators. The ones with the the badge beside them with the axe is a moderator. And essentially everything else is pretty much like YouTube. It's just different. And like I said, I am going to be doing more, but I've got DLive on my plate as well as YouTube. So you're going to be seeing a lot more of me around here. Just not only on YouTube now. Now, Ghost Dog is a little different. He is trying to get for his the old battle axe. And welcome back, Canadian Witches. Oh, you're good, Midnight Paranormal. Things happen. Technology's been a pain in the butt. And that has been pain in the butt for a lot of people. Like I was mentioning about Ghost Dog, I will put his link out too. Let's see. Now, Patrick, I think in the beginning with me, it done the same thing. So what I ended up having to do was sign up using just my email and add a password. And I had to go that way for a little bit until I could connect my YouTube, because it just takes it a minute for everything to be okay. Sometimes Google has it in their settings, some kind of security thing that does not allow you to use your password and everything for your YouTube or Google account for other things. So you just never know when it comes to technology what it's going to run into. But Ghost Dog is attempting to get to the affiliate status, which means 200 followers, so he can help support other people, like hosting people's channels to help bring in viewers, to spread awareness about other DLive streamers, so that way he can also, because it's like what he does on his YouTube channel, he helps bring people up when it comes to their channels, and helping them with reviewing pages and what their channel pages and whatnot. It's the same thing that he's doing over there on DLive. So me and him both are trying to get affiliate status, and that does mean a couple of things. One, for Ghost Dog, he gets 200 follower status. He is going to be dropping a lot of lemons on DLive. He done it today. He hit 100 followers. He dumped 2,000 lemons, and 18 people was able to get a bunch of lemons. I have no idea, Patrick, but you may have to email DLive or tweet, if you have Twitter or any of that. Send them a message on Twitter or social media and be like, look, dude, it's saying I can't get into my DLive, but I have it already set up and it won't let me in. What can I do? And that's the only thing I know to do other than that. Sometimes it takes the other side, contacting the other side before you can proceed. And And DLive, I don't understand why DLive does that, has done that with me in the past. It took a couple of days for it to allow me to go in there. But once I did, and I've been going ever since. And what else was it? There was something else I was gonna say, but I've totally forgot now. But like I said, you know, I am getting, I'm just adding to what I've got going already. I'm not going anywhere. No matter how much people have hated what I've said in my wing talks or said out loud on social media, trolling, get trolled, whatever. I'm not giving up YouTube. YouTube is my biggest deal. Oh, thank you, Nancy Jones. I appreciate that. Yeah, it probably recognizes that you've already put in a password, that it recognizes that you've got it registered. So therefore, it's not allowing you to get back in there. You may have to do the forgotten password deal and get into your email. I've had to do that several times too, by the way. Oh, that's bad when you have to write kids work at work time, you know, having to write kids up, anybody up, really. That sucks. But yeah, I've also tried a few things, new software. And the software is called OBS. Oh, I would have been mad too, Pearly Moon. Oh, that's odd, Patrick. Maybe you have to, like I said, just try to contact them directly, do like a email them or something to see if you can get that stuff straightened out. See if that is going to work. But yeah, there's really not much been going on. OBS is open broadcasting software. Pretty much what they do is it's a basic software that you can use on live streams or recordings, and you can overlay different things on a specific picture that is shown on a live stream. Like I can put the background as something what's similar to Zoom, but then I can have a bar up top that says, I can make a bar for a goal or for lemons, or do what they have a little game called Stream Boss, where you can knock the person that is the stream boss down to a certain point, and then it switches over to the person who won the last one. It's just a little game that they play sometimes in live streams. You can add audio, which means that you can add music or sound effects to some of the notifications that you have on your streams. You can change the background as you're doing your stream. You can actually change the background, or even just put up an image like "Be Right Back" or something to effect. Gamers use that a lot, so that way everything that is going on a stream can be seen on their screen, so they don't have to keep looking back at the computer. Yes, and OBS is a pain in the butt trying to get Zoom to add on to OBS since they've done a newer version of Zoom. It's not being recognized on OBS. So a lot of people are having trouble with it, and they are having to go back and download Zoom at one of the earlier dates that they updated. And that's why a lot of people's live streams actually look really, really good. To me, they're really presentable. It can be really fun. You can customize and do all kinds of stuff on your on the OBS itself. And yeah, for real, Patrick, I would be emailing them. Use the email that you use to sign up for YouTube and email them on DLive and explain you're not able to get into your own account. Is there a way that you can help me? I've tried, and explain what you have already tried. And they will come back with that answer because they are really particularly kind of small. They're more apt to they're a lot smaller than YouTube, so they're more apt to answer your questions than a lot quicker too. I wonder how I could do the different backgrounds now with like OBS and that sort of thing. Zoom too. You might need a green screen, or you might need a lot to put on you, because Zoom, you can have a background, you can have a screen behind you, and the virtual, what they call virtual background, is a picture behind you, and you may or may not have something behind you that's that it helps support for the green screen. And all it is you can get different little pictures. You take different pictures and you can actually there's a way to do it, but you can post them to your background as you're doing a live stream. And sorry about my clock again. If I think I'm having a problem. Well, what's your problem? What's going on? Oh, Zoom. Zoom actually, first time ever happening, Ghost Dog ended up getting kicked off his own stream on DLive. Like, he got kicked out of the Zoom. And I ended up being up there. I ended up being up there for a little bit, and then he turned it off. He kicked me out, so we do a new one. I love the clock. My mom got it for a Mother's Day gift from my dad. And because she loved it so much, we've just kept it running. I don't hear it necessarily until it decides to start going off. Pearly May, it might be midnight your time, but it's 1 a.m. here. Midnight Madness usually will last 2 to 3 hours, maybe 4 hours. Especially when I have especially when I have a panel. I know there has been a lot going on, so it's been kind of everybody doing their own thing, which is cool. I'm so glad to see people growing and doing and whatnot. Yeah. Yeah, it's midnight. It's probably midnight where you're at. It's 1 a.m. here. But yeah, I've been doing lives. I'm trying to start doing daily streams on both platforms. And YouTube is going to be at night, as DLive will be during the day. And if things go the way I want them to, I want to be able to download and edit anything that I do on DLive and actually be able to post a video of it on YouTube. I have a camera. Ah, well. Okay, Pearly Mate, it's good to see you. I'm so glad that you've been here, hanging out with us, hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. Miss Deb, it's 12:01 here. Yep, and that clock will go off a minute earlier than it should be. Well, I hope you have a good night, Pearly Mate. Much love to you. Well, that's cool that you're retired. With me, I stay up most of the night, sleep all morning, wake up in the afternoon, do the same thing over again. I am going to start getting out of that a little bit. I'm going to start trying to do more of working on getting myself in a better situation where I have a better sleep schedule. Because my parents, they do go to sleep a little early, but they also wake up early. That sound of your clock has been wrong. Yeah, it's it seems, but the thing is, it's got its own little like music box in there, and you know how it's got like little chimes and stuff. That's what it does in that. So I am trying. It's going to be a little rough the next few days because I'm trying to get myself bearing down on doing streams a little bit more. And on YouTube, I might not do a Midnight Madness every night, but I am going to be doing something at night. Whether it be a wing talk or a magic of in the holiday, whatever holiday. Might even do a spirit box session depending on what time and if I'm by myself. You know, those I have to work around a little bit more. The snow just started for the winter storm. Oh wow, Patrick. I work night shifts in nursing homes, so that messes with my internal. So you weren't doing daytime. No. Yeah, night shifts are a little bit easier, it seems like in healthcare, but it's also hard at the same time because where I worked at, you had to give everybody medicine, make sure they had a lot of people had showers because it was really hard to do showers during the morning time, getting everybody up. Then you got to get everybody up, dressed, ready for breakfast by the time your shift ended. I love doing spirit boxes, Patrick. I always have. It's just I don't always get to do them on live streams. Now I can record them. And I was dumb enough, you guys know that I have issues with that spirit box at Necrophonic. And it gives me headaches. I don't know if it's because of all the effects that people use on it, but it causes headaches, and there has been a couple times that I've had my ear bleed just from that app. And so I have a hard time even listening to it, but I'm willing to use it for a short amount of time, but I've got to cut out all the effects for it to work for me, at least. I can do about maybe 10 minutes at a time with that app. And I know a lot of people like that app. It's just physically, it bothers me. And what people having is called reverb and echo and white noise, all that stuff on. And I guess, and it's not nothing like that's in my mind, because if I hear it, there's certain things and certain filters through whatever I'm using, whether it be just on the phone or on the computer or through a live stream, and I'm hearing the audio directly, it bothers me. It doesn't do it to any other app, but it does it to mine. And then I get told later on sometimes if I'm affected, if I go and I get off of the stream, the Necrophonic app, if I get off the stream, that Necrophonic app would start saying, "Fall in, fall in." And I'm like, if they don't tell you the message, how am I supposed to know what they're asking for? And they've done it to several other people too. Yes, the apps really, for some reason, I always feel like I'm being pulled in with these apps, as opposed to the Spirit Box, the SB7. I've never done it live, but I've actually been on people's streams listening and been on panels, and I've been where other people have used the app. But I was dumb enough, I went ahead and got it for myself to test out to see if it's just me. If if there are certain settings that I can use that's not going to bother me. And I totally understand that, Honeybubs. A lot of people have issues getting headaches and whatnot. And in talking to Ghost Dog, he's like, "This is the best app in the world." I was like, "It sucks. It bothers me. I can't listen to it. Can you be respectful and not play it while I'm around?" Because he loves to put all that stuff in, the reverb, the echoing, all that stuff. And my body just says, "Get the hell out of there." It does get confusing, Patrick. And that is pretty cool, Midnight Paranormal. I hope you have fun there. I know I've been into a few of his streams and they're pretty good. And I just want to go ahead and say, because I do get affected so much by the app itself, I always, you might see me disappear for a while. I might come back for a second and I'll leave. And it's because of the fact that it bothers me, affects me, and I'm tired of getting affected by something that I can choose not to listen to. Now the Spirit, the PSB7, I can deal with all the time and it don't bother me. I don't know what it is, why there's so much of a difference there, but for some reason it PSB7 doesn't bother me. Now it used to in the beginning, but it doesn't anymore. And of course, a lot of people do know I hear more than what most people can hear. So when I do have a physical problem, I'm pretty sure that the app or the spirit box, whatever spirit box is being said, if I'm affected and I end up leaving, spirits usually say something about it. Now, Midnight Paranormal, I don't mind, and I respect people that do use it because it can be easier. It's a lot more convenient because it is on your phone. So I don't mind it. You don't have to stop using it because it bothers me. But if you just know, if you want me to help transcribe what is being said, just be careful about, or just don't expect an answer right away for a transcription of whatever was done, because it's going to take me a lot of time, and a lot of people do more than an hour worth of spirit box. And when they do that, it causes me to take days to do it. Ghost Dog learned the hard way. Of course, he got the transcription just fine, but it took like a week, maybe two, depending. And I can understand that, honey bubs. You definitely don't want to stay in any kind of live stream that is running an app like that, and if it affects you, I can understand the reason why you're leaving. Oh, that's cool, Patrick. That's something that I'm probably going to have to talk to Ghost Dog about looking into, about the Ghost Radar Pro. Definitely going to look into that. And of course, my best friend has had another live stream right now. Couldn't come in to say hello to me. So he's not even up there. He's probably still on a call or about to leave to go to bed or whatever. But oh well. Definitely your health is more important. Dowsing rods, I have barely used my dowsing rods. And it's not that bad. At least in my eyes, it's not that bad. Try Lexington Ghost app. Okay. I'll have to look into some of that. That would be kind of cool to just try something different. And Patrick, you swear by that app now. When you've got different things actually verifying each other, it's to me, it shows that, at least for you or the environment around you, that works best for you. For me personally, I try not to jump on a lot of bandwagons when it comes to, oh, you got to have this or do that. I'll bring suggestions to the plate of what I like and what I want to use or what I feel like might be better. Yeah, there are people that do get physically affected by spirit box sessions, but and they still want to support, so a lot of times they'll be there up until the time that you go to do it, and they'll disappear or they'll leave for a little while. I know with me sometimes what you see me type in a spirit box session is usually what I hear right then and there, but there is so much else that I'm hearing. I just can't take it. I just can't type it all out at the same time I'm hearing it. And Honey Bugs, you got a question. Sorry, I had to check something real quick. Twice now, my mom's security pillows, baby monitors, etc. go off. Batteries are okay. And went off while when I got sick, went in the hospital. Then my mom's cat. I think in a way it could be, but um I'm thinking like the security pillar and the monitors going off. I think it's a way to show that she is there still supporting you. It's a way to show that, hey, I'm still here. I love and care about you. And when y'all were going through what y'all were going through, it's almost like trying to say, reassure you, hey, I'm still around. You're gonna almost like you're gonna be okay type of deal. That's how I look at it. And of course I could be wrong, but with you being sick, it's almost like she's validating to you that she's probably validating to you, hey, I know you're sick. I understand. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like because she still is your mom. She's still wanting to watch over you, even on the other side. If that makes sense. And once somebody is a mom, they're always going to be a mom. And as connected as she was to you, with the fact that you happened to be sick and the cat ended up being sick and y'all were the ones she was closest to, that's why she's connected in that way with you. I think that's what my mom would do whenever the day comes. And I hate to say that. She would probably do the same thing. Sadly enough to say that. And animals will pick up on that a lot quicker sometimes than we can. Sometimes people, maybe you've had dreams about your brother. Maybe you've had things that you thought, oh, I wish my brother was here. And when you wake up from that, you know, or you might have done it subconsciously when you wake up for that, you know, those dreams, maybe that causes you to think about them more. And in dreams, it's a lot easier for loved ones to come through to you directly to talk to you, maybe give you a message, maybe reassurance. And it does hurt. I feel like still in a way you're still in the grieving, possibly. Maybe there's a situation that you're going through. If you were close to your brother, that maybe he would have had some kind of answer. And um and you're right, midnight paranormal, they tend to pick animals and babies or children can pick up on things a lot easier than adults can. I'm hoping that you can record at some point, Nancy. That would be kind of interesting to see. I know you mentioned to me about the situation that you had um, a few months ago where things just kind of went all over the place. Broke a lot of dishes, all kinds of stuff. And I understand wanting to get a better camera for it. It's that wouldn't be a bad idea because the better the camera is, the easier it's going to pick up on mist, it'll pick up on orbs, um it'll pick up a lot more. And then on top of that, if it's got a good microphone or decent microphone on it, it can hear things. So if you have something say something just out of the blue, it'll pick it up. Definitely want to know what keeps torturing your kitchen. And yes, Patrick, I agree. They do have more of an open mind. Um, and like I've said, you know, tomorrow I am doing a spirit box session on the other platform. As far as doing a spirit box session here, it's going to be kind of hard to do right now. But I am going to try to work it out where I can do a spirit box session with you guys here on YouTube. I want to get one with Night Vision. Night Vision will definitely help. I've seen Ghost Dog do his live streams with Night Vision, and it's really, certain ones definitely are better than others. I suggest doing research. Maybe go to, if you need to talk to somebody about getting the right camera for yourself, maybe talk to Ghost Dog. He'll tell you right off the bat what to really look for a camera that is right for you. And I believe everybody, even people that consider themselves professional investigators, paranormal investigators, are still learning. We all have our different theories, our outlook, our way of doing things. And we won't know for sure until we pass on. Even by then, we probably moved on to thinking about other things. So I don't ever say that anybody is a professional paranormal investigator. And there is a difference between just ghost hunting and paranormal investigating. Paranormal investigating, you use as much technology scientifically to disprove something is legitimately, can you recreate it? Is there a way that you can debunk what has happened? Is there a way that it can be created? It's like a big science experiment, more or less. You're trying to figure out how to debunk something that you cannot explain right then and there. Don't just go directly to, oh, that's paranormal, when it could have been the wind in the drafty house just shutting the door. And I understand that, Nancy. There are people, though, that are out there that try to say, hey, I'm a professional paranormal investigator. You might have more experience investigating paranormal, but you're not a professional. You might get paid for doing it because it is entertaining to watch. And, but we're not experts, and we're not going to be completely professional experts at anything until we pass on. Even then, as a spirit, we're not going to probably even think about that. Exactly, Patrick. No, everything that goes bump in the night is a ghost. Or even during the day, there has been places that are haunted, they're going to be haunted during the day or not. And when it comes to ghost hunting, they're more about entertaining you. They're more about finding something just happened right there. Don't really exactly completely investigate. Maybe they try to debunk in a way, but in a way they don't. I used to be scared of the dark, but I've gotten to where things don't scare me nearly as bad. Things that happen on live streams, and you guys have never ever seen me go live on any kind of investigation. I would love to try to get a live in where I am investigating live, where you guys can hear my reactions, because I know it's going to be entertaining. Because if anybody had seen any of the explorers that Caroline the Comfort Zone done, I'm very similar to that. Usually I am soft-spoken when it comes to certain things, but if you scare me, I'm gonna be cussing up a storm. And I'm probably gonna try to run away like a little chicken. But that's because I've never really actually been able to investigate much. Well, that's pretty cool. I know you probably had a lot of scary things happen. But yeah, I am working towards being able to get myself in a better situation where I am where I'm able to investigate. And you guys, I am so looking forward to spending time filming with Ghost Dog, traveling with him. He has kind of put, I'm not sure how much or for how long, you know, but I am looking forward to it because I get to get my feet wet with my best friend who's probably going to prank me at some point during this little trip that I'm making with him. Never been outside of this few states that I've been in. I've never been outside of it. So this is going to be a new adventure for me, and I'm looking forward to it. I bet you got some stories, Patrick, when you were a police officer. I'm sure there's something or at some point has been unexplained that um you couldn't explain it, what happened. And then by the time you got there, maybe you seen something, maybe you didn't see anything. But I know there has been a few people that have had calls like that. Yes, I would not expect anything less from Ghost Dog either. At least try to prank me one good time. That's what I'm thinking. And see, Patrick, you're already trained to go in places that you don't really know what is going on. Oh, that's pretty cool. Midnight Paranormal lived in Florida, Pennsylvania, and South Carolina. I've born and raised here in North Carolina, never really got out of the state much. I've gotten a little bit in Virginia, a little bit in Tennessee, been to Georgia and South Carolina. That's it. Never been out of this little area. But that doesn't mean something's not going to happen. And I'm always expecting things to go wrong when it comes to me. That's how my look always goes. There's going to be something wrong. Bump in the road, something's going to happen. Yep. Ooh, Miss Deb. Full body apparition. That's pretty cool, guys. Y'all been able to travel and be able to do, be in different places. I know with me, I basically stayed within North Carolina. I haven't really gotten out, even as far as the county, I haven't really gotten out much. So when it was brought to my attention, and Ghost Dog has said this on the stream, talked about me going with him on a road trip, filming, having fun. I'm a little nervous, but I'm also really excited. But I'm not letting my hopes get too high. Like I've said, there has always been something, a big bump in the road that you have to kind of go with the flow with. Oh, wow, Miss Deb. That's awesome. Cool, awesome at the same time, but then also freakily scary. Oh, wow, Patrick. The way I look at it, officers and firefighters and people that would go in to danger probably have seen more than their fair share of paranormal stuff, whether they wanted to or not. That's pretty cool, Beth. And sorry, I have a stink bug that has been trapped in my room that I'm in right now for a while, and it keeps wanting to crawl up my foot. Trying to get it to go away before it starts making me feel bad and stinking. That is pretty cool, Midnight Paranormal. I keep getting notifications. I'm sorry. I keep checking them to see what it is. If I got a notification on text or something. Exactly. It's part of being living in North Carolina. You get stink bugs, you get ladybugs. Most of the ladybugs that come around here bite. There's two different kinds of ladybugs. There's a set that bites and a set that doesn't. Oh Lord, Joy. I'm so glad you're here though. I appreciate you coming in. Welcome to the stream. We're just pretty much sitting here chit-chatting, talking. Oh Lord, Patrick. And Joy, I was telling them about the good news about DLive, about the where I have gotten myself to the point where I can actually get a payout from DLive. Now my goal is to not every single time that it's ready to pay out, I'm just ready to get some donated lemons and whatnot to get to that payout. Because that money will go into a fund. That fund is going to go into trying to eventually get in the car, but getting any kind of supplies I need for my YouTube and DLive, and having a little money for bills and traveling and stuff. So I'm working on it. Oh Lord, Miss Deb. I'm sure sometimes the spirits don't mean to, but as far as aggravating, they may have been just thinking that they were playing, and it ended up making them feel that way. As far as the YouTube is concerned, I'm still working on my watch hours. I'm working on getting myself monetized on that spectrum. Me and Ghost Dog do have merch that is 20% off. Just use the code that is in there for the whole month of February for Valentine's. You can get you some merch. More than welcome to get it. I hope you do, and you guys just keep checking it out, because I'm sure there's going to be something eventually in there that you like, the design, whatever it is. You're going to like it. Now, there is some things that I have yet to put on Teespring for my side of things, my merch. And then I'm also going to be working on doing merch for both me and Ghost Dog, and it's called Fallen Ghost Dog. It's like Fallen Ghost Dog Productions is what we call ourselves when we're doing things to promote other people, doing commercials and whatever. We are actually taking a break, huge break right now until Ghost Dog is ready to get back into that kind of work. I have tried, but I'm going to attempt again later on tonight to go looking. Yeah, I am going to work on that, Beth, as soon as I end up wrapping up the stream, which will probably be in another 20 minutes or so. But yeah, you guys, there's anything that y'all really need some research on, I'm more than happy to help. I'm happy to help help you guys. And if you have questions about how to do something when it comes to social medias, ask me about PayPal. There's a lot of stuff I still don't know, but the basics I know pretty well. And if I don't know it, I can always research it for you guys. Miss Drama Queen, she is in the bedroom. I have not really heard her too much. Because I am sleeping more during the day, and then of course she's somewhere in the house sleeping when I finally get up. All right, Midnight Paranormal, thank you so much for coming in and chit-chatting with me, having fun. Welcome back, Patrick. Usually Midnight Madness is not I call it kind of a slope right now. Just because it's been a while since I've done a Midnight Madness that people are able to be on panel and whatnot. Thank you, Midnight Paranormal. I do appreciate it. But yeah, Drama Queen, she's still up to her own little devices and aggravating us for more treats than what she normally gets. And man, Honeybub, sounds like you might need a flamethrower. Oh, I encourage people. You guys make sure you check each other out on that's in the chat. If you like what they have, like their content, go ahead and subscribe to them, ring that bell, leave a comment so they will know that you've stopped by. Leave a genuine comment when you stop by and make a comment. And they could actually get back to you, give a reply, and maybe they'll do the same for you. I'm not necessarily a sub for sub place, but I do want to encourage people to support each other. Yeah, she's been pretty quiet. She woke my mom up last night because she pushes doors open and she can't close them herself. And so I went and shut the door last night. She growled at I call it growling, but it's more of a cooing growl at my mom. for my mom to wake up, so she'd open the door and let her out of the room because she didn't want to be in there. Exactly, Beth. We'll end up having the flooding we have here. Um, I love to share out, especially, and that's one of my biggest things. For those that don't know, on Twitter, that's my biggest thing is promoting other people, sharing people out, people that I actually can say for a fact, this is very entertaining. You might want to check this person out. Here's the link for it. Go for it. And a lot of times that was part of the reason why I have Twitter. The other part was so I can kind of be able to put my feelings out there when need be, which I do with Wing Talk to a point. Not everything gets put out on social media though. Oh Lord, honey bugs. We had a bad storm and then we ended up not too far away, there was a tornado because the weather got uh pretty harsh. Yeah, when you've got a major flooding and you've got um snow and stuff like that, you have to be extra careful when it comes to going out and having to get back home. Yeah, animals tend to not, and if you got something that does not like shut all the way, they know how to get that thing in a heartbeat. Oh my god. There's been times that I've heard whining and stuff, and I go look, and it's Drama Queen ended up putting herself in a position where she got stuck. So, of course, me or my mom to the rescue had to help her out. Yeah, and I do pray for that Beth and them are okay. I know here we have had a flash flood warning all day today. Um, what we would normally get in like a month, it seems like we it just dumped today, and I'm sure Beth and whoever else is here understands what I'm talking about. Yeah, water can turn into flooding. Flooding can turn into a big disaster in a heartbeat. Like where I'm at, I'm up on a hill. So I'm not necessarily as having to worry about being flooded out as some other people. Yeah, the way my house is kind of on a hill, so all that stuff will go into the ditch and go into the road and stuff. I've seen the road get a little bit more flooded, and I'm like, okay, I guess I can't get out today because it's flooding. But that's been a while ago. Yep. And you as well, Midnight Paranormal. Thank you. Oh Lord. But I enjoyed myself. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There's a few topics we were able to talk about. I hope everybody stays safe with all the storms and everything. But don't miss the snow one little bit. But I do want to say thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for interacting and hanging out with me. I know it was more of a little bit, like I said before, it's a little bit of a slump, but hey, I hadn't done a Midnight Madness in a while. And it's been one of those, it's just been really crazy. And I wanted to explain everything, what's been going on with me. You guys definitely be looking out for videos from me. In the near future, within the next week or two. I will still be going live. I will not, once I start getting videos to put out, I will not be going live as often. But I am going to still be doing live. So you guys just make sure you've got that bell rung and we'll get some fun in. And I've even thought about doing little games with you guys. What do you think about that? So you guys, if y'all want games, just just hit me up on Twitter, hit me up on Instagram, let me know what kind of games you think would be good to play. And I will start working on doing more paranormal. I would love to. Yeah, no twerking. The only time I will twerk is when I've reached a goal, which right now my goal is to get watch hours in to where I'm in review for monetization. And then once I get monetized, I will twerk for you guys. And then, but yeah, you guys be thinking of some games that we could play, even if it's just what kind of like what Ghost Dog done the other night. What was it? Truth or Dare? Is something like that. On DLive, there are going to be some games we are going to play there too. And it's going to be a little different because you can play some music. We will be playing different games there too. Trivia, I'm not good with trivia, so I'm not going to really be doing a lot of trivia there. So, but yeah, keep in mind if you got any ideas on different games. I'm going to try to rope in Ghost Dog to be playing some games too, so you better watch it. This is going to get interesting. And yeah, if you guys have DLive, able to get on DLive, make sure you have the notifications on for following me, whatever you got to do. Because during the days I'm going to be doing DLive, and at nighttime I am going to be doing more YouTubes. Yeah, he was doing trivia. He does more outside the box stuff. So yeah, this is going to be kind of interesting. And if you guys all got good ideas, what we'll do is kind of save up for once a week doing some kind of game stream. I'll just have to figure out what the schedule would be. Now this weekend, I do want to promote this weekend. Ghost Dog is going to do a live, but he's going to do another live where he is asleep. I'm going to be hosting it. And so you guys need to, you guys are more than welcome to come in and out. I'll be actually helping host this. And show you guys what is going on with Ghost Dog. And you guys also can do like we done the last time. If you see anything, screenshot it to where you can see where I can show Ghost Dog after he wakes up what kind of things that we were able to see. And who knows, maybe he'll do a little video and say, well, this is what was all seen on my live stream at night. But this weekend, be looking for that. So this weekend might not be a good time. I might actually take a break from YouTube live streaming for this live stream that he wants. Yeah, honey bubs, what he's doing is while he's asleep, because the place that he's at is haunted, we are going to be looking for different stuff that we cannot explain that we can see going on in that room. This will be the second, third time that he's ever done that. Yes, Miss Deb, it's going to be this weekend. He's talking about Saturday or Sunday. Not sure because he will not freaking tell me whether or not he is. He's always one of them that you gotta watch what about making plans because he will change them up in a heartbeat. Exactly, Beth. Where he was down. Are you talking about the one, Beth, that where he was downstairs and he had the camera running upstairs and he kept it running for, was it about 7 hours that day? The most recent one he did. No, Lord. Everybody that has to deal with a snowstorm, you guys be safe. Everybody's having to deal with the flooding and the storms, just period. I hope you guys are safe. Be praying for you guys. But you guys are going to see me jumping up and down, just doing all kinds of different things. Hoping that by doing this, you guys are very entertained by it. I'm looking forward to possibly doing some challenges. I can't do a whole lot of challenges because physically I can't deal with like spicy stuff. I might be able to do a Bean Boozled. I might be able to do different little other things. I just can't deal with the spiciness because first of all, Ghost Dog banned me from doing it because he's afraid that because I do have asthma, it can affect my asthma. So I want to be safe about it. Okay, Beth, I'll make sure to tell him. I know sometimes I don't necessarily pay close attention to what is going on when, but I do pay attention to the chat. I will be more apt to take notes about what is going on. Yes, it being a new year, it's going to be fun content. I am going to be working towards monetization this year for my YouTube. I've already got it for DLive, which is really awesome. First payout, I'm going to cry. I'm probably going to go live and say something about it. I hope you don't lose power either, Patrick, but I do, there's a lot of things I'm going to be doing this year that last year you guys thought, hey, she's getting started, she's getting warmed up. Now you're going to see me rolling with videos and streams and whatnot. Forgot. But I hope you guys have a wonderful night or a wonderful morning, rather, since it's after midnight. I hope you guys stay safe, and I do pray for everything to be okay when it comes to this storm. And that's why I said something about screenshotting if you can. On this next live stream that Ghost Dog is doing. So you guys will be able to have the timestamp for it. I hope everybody has a great night. I love you all. Thank you guys for being really supportive of me. And like I said, just keep your notifications on because you're going to be seeing me do a lot more stuff, and I'm going to try to attempt to do a lot more different things. But with that being said, you guys just remember, you never know what's out there until you spread your wings and fly.